GingerGM.
Maybe that's better. Who knows? Alekin. That was it. Is that right? Alekin. Maybe Alekin is what the word I'm looking for. Is that right? Did I get it right? My opponent's played the English against me, so we're gonna go for a bit of Dutch. I'm always a little bit shaky in the first game, so it'd be nice to get a solid win under my belt here. And this is my favourite setup. And my normal idea here is to get the queen here and checkmate on h2 with f4, bishop h3, knight g4. So you maybe have seen me do this kind of attack before. If you want to know more about this attack, you can buy my course, my DVD. Chessable is the best one to get now. And one thing I do talk about a lot in the New English course is how to play against the Dutch, because I haven't really discussed that, and I give away a lot of secrets. So this is my normal idea, and the next thing I normally do is try to get my knight to g4 and checkmate on h2. And the other idea is to do the L swinger. So I'm thinking here, what does that do? Not much. Is he going to take here and go takes? Oh no, if I go here, I defend that threat anyway. And the general idea is to get this knight crash bang wallop to g4, take here, sacrifice there normally, and take here. But another thing I can do is go e4 and f3. So I've got loads of attacking lines. So this is a good test here. I mean, this is also very, very tempting. L swinger. So, okay, I want to play e4, knight d4, f3, takes, knight takes. And I don't see a good move against that. If I go knight here, he might take there. What about I swing it this way? This is a bit of an unconventional swing. But I just want to checkmate him. And this pawn he's trying to sacrifice on in a lot of positions. So if I get my rook here, I'm going for this checkmate. This is a little bit of a different way of doing it. If he attacks this pawn here, I can either go rook c8, or my normal idea is bishop d8, which does discombobulate me a bit. But I can also think here, takes e4. And if he moves his knight, I checkmate him. He should probably move this rook so his king can try to run. So here, takes e4. Rook takes here, pawn takes here. And that looks bloody strong to me. So my simple plan is rook here and e4. Move that knight, which is defending h2. So I think I calculated this. We've got to have some confidence. And I'm going to go for this one. And my idea is, of course, e4. I'm just wondering if he can take e4 and play some g4 move. But I don't think so. This looks very dangerous. Okay, so he stopped e4. So now can I go rook here, takes. And then I can even do a standard maneuver, which is this one. But rook here takes, pawn takes here, pawn takes here, rook takes here, pawn takes, queen takes here, king f1. Maybe he's holding on there. So g5, g4, another idea. Let's just work out the best way to do this. Rook here takes. Then he has to take this way. Rook takes here, takes, king here. Is there a mate there? Because I don't want to go ballistic. Can't see the mate. Queen, so tempting though. Rook takes here, takes, bishop takes, check. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Let's see. I could have gone rook c8. That was a much safer bet, but I'm not one to play safety first. I'm just going to go for mate. And I want to take here and do this, but I've also got another idea, and I'm just trying to work out that last line. Takes, king here, check, king e2, check, king to this square here, bishop g5 check, f4, pawn takes f4. That I can't see the mate there, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is one. And my backup line is rook takes here, takes, bishop d8, and then come here with check. This is a very common idea, to give the c7 pawn. Okay, so he's played this. Now this should be just winning for me now. with takes, rook takes f3, takes. I can win the rook, minimum. So this is winning the rook on c8, minimum. c1, excuse me. Oh, what have I done? I've totally forgot. He's defended. Oh, Simon. Oh, dear. You're such an idiot sometimes. That was so stupid. What? I mean, I was just getting carried away. Any normal move and I'm winning. Oh, dear. It shows I'm a little bit rusty. Okay. Oh, no. As soon as I played it, what? Rook takes B, rook B2. Why did I do that? Any other move, I'm doing really well. Okay, well, that's annoying, shall we say. And I've got to now fight very hard here. I'm going to get one pawn and we're going to get an ending. But this is not what I wanted. My position was completely winning, I'm sure. Had I not... I just forgot. I forgot about this rook b2. I was looking at the other rook like a complete idiot. But my knight is very well placed. I don't... Okay, he's got pawn here coming. Now... Okay, I've got to move quick. Maybe I shouldn't be opening up lines as well. This is also... Probably, I'm not playing well in this game at all. This is worrying. Thank you. Thank you very much for the present. You are so kind. I needed that. I told you I'm a little bit dodgy in the first game, and luckily there is increment. Is it my move? God, don't. You can still mess this up if you play like an absolute cretin. Oh, that was just a little trick that I set up there, but I'm pretty sure this is, well, of course it's very easy now. Oh dear, so I'm a little bit upset because that was a perfect Dutch game. But you know what? Who cares? If you win, you win, yeah? It doesn't matter how you win. I you know, not in blitz, but well, it's nice to win a nice smooth game. And well, which one do I queen? That one's good. Yeah, it was all right. It was. I mean, the thing is, even when I lost the exchange, I know I was a bit negative there, but I was a bit negative. But it's probably not that bad for me because his pawn's very weak. So anyway, we're off the mark. So let's just have a look at what I did ridiculously there. That was just so stupid. So after rook b2, this is quite a crafty way to defend there. I was looking at all these lines. The line I was trying to calculate was rook takes here, take on g... a minute. Yeah, rook takes here. Oh, why can't it do this now? Chess.com have changed their things. I hope you can... you can't... Don't tell me you can move the... You can move the... you can't move the pieces. How do you do this now? I know they've changed stuff. Is there a way to analyze? That's a bit annoying. Live analysis. This could go wrong. This could. And you can't see the board now. Oh, frustrating. I know. Oh no, what are you doing now? I just want to have a look at my game. My game, not this game. Okay, we've got to work this out. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been here. So, how do we do this? This one, maybe. Okay, this is the position. Right. Why can't I move the pieces on the board? And this was the key position. Okay, can I move the pieces? We'll have a look in a minute. After rook b2. Can we do it now? Yes, we can. Good. So I wanted to play... Well, instead of rook b2, if my opponent had taken here... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, I'm going to get this set up. But if the other game starts, I'll be most annoyed if my next game starts. Because it was an interesting position. That's why I want to have a look at this one. We'll quickly whack this screen on so you can see properly. Or maybe you can see that board all right. You can see it all right, can't you? So, this position, maybe there's a better move here. So, I can go e4 straight away. And that does win somehow. Okay, but this is still very good. And I'm still winning the way I played it. Now, if he does take here, I thought I could go takes. Is the game starting? No. Oh, it is starting. Okay. We're going to have to avoid that one. I'll get the hang of it soon. So it's round 2, and I've just done this English course, so it'd be a little bit rude if I didn't play the English, wouldn't it? So we're going to go for the English here and see if we can get some English action against PowerRangel. So with this course, Richard Palliser did most of the preparation work, and Richard is a brilliant theoretician, even though I've played this opening, like I say, as a kid, and this is the symmetrical variation. And the thing with the English, it starts off generally quite positional, but later on it gets quite tactical, and I analysed this position in some depth during the course. And the idea here is to gain space, swap off the bishop on g7, that's a great piece, get rid of this knight, and then eventually you attack over here. But the thing I like about this opening is that we're trying to play on both sides of the board. So I'm trying to play on the queen side and on the king side. So I'm trying to control every area of the board. And now I'm going for this plan of trying to swap those bishops off. I have this little bit of pressure against b7. And if I can swap these bishops off, my next plan is to move this pawn to f5. Now e5 here is tempting, but I don't know if it does a great deal. So I'm going to go and try to swap these guys off, and then maybe swap this knight off or prepare this push. And this is the standard move. So okay, we get rid of that good bishop, and now we play f4. And you can see I'm trying to control both areas of the board. And I talk about this a lot in the course above. And like I say, because I've been working on this course for quite a while now, I know exactly what to play. I don't want to give the d4 square away. And the other break you can play is d4. But you can see that I'm trying to play on every area of the board here. Now, I think I'm just going to take this one. f5, very tempting. But I don't think f5 is going to run away. It's just a check because I have d4. So this looks okay to me. And this is where I'm going to try and start my attack on the king side because he's lost his bishop there. This is also another idea, is to get my knight to this square. So basically what I've done is I've stopped my opponent's ideas. I've tried to improve my position on both areas of the board. Now I'm just wondering, is there something there I have to worry about? Oh, he could have gone knight takes d3 maybe. And I'm just trying to slowly push him back here, you see. So if I push him back now, it's a bit like that last Dutch game. But I don't think he's threatening anything. So I'm going to use Harry to try and open him up a little bit more over here. And you can see if he ever goes e6, I'm going to push with f6 and try to mate him. But my idea is to push over here. Maybe there's a better move than that, like d4 was very tempting. But I like the structure. It's a very solid structure. So d4 was very tempting though, but I'm just wondering how I could have followed that up. Okay, now where's my rook best place? Well, I'm actually going to move it back here because I'm thinking his king is the target. He's trying to keep everything blocked over there. But now I have a very nice square here for my knight. So we're going to maneuver the knight to give it potential here. And he has a lot of weaknesses. b6 is weak. His king is weak. e6 is weak. I don't have any weaknesses. So this is kind of like an ideal setting. Now, do I take here and bring the knight here? Obviously, it doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily win it. His bishop's going to come back here. I think this is a more centralized and sensible square. And we've got to think how we're going to increase the pressure though. Well, I'm just going to move my king. This is a very good move because I'm trying to constantly think what he's going to do in this position. Now he could break with this one, which might give him a little bit of freedom, but he does have two pawns that are weak. My king here seems quite useful. It defends, it gets off this diagonal. Very positional game this. I've been learning to play a lot of positional stuff with this English opening. It's been great because you've seen probably a lot of my games where I play extremely tactical. And it's nice to sort of... I think I should have put my knight here. I'm regretting that now. The reason is... let me just think. G4, G5, very tempting. No, he's got this check. What am I talking about? Because I think I should be able to... I wanted to put my knight here and play this one. That would have been much better. Okay, well, this is my other idea. He's going to try to break here, which maybe, you know, maybe I'm playing this a little bit sillily. Okay, I'm going to go for this one. And now stop him playing b5 by getting rid of that bishop. Rook here, sensible-ish, but I have to be a little bit careful about him now going g5. But I've got my knight seems actually very good. So still think I hold an advantage. Okay, now I'm going to get that king away from that file. But he's putting up good resistance here. And now he's trying to get rid of my good knight, which I can exchange and pressure him now on the queen side again. The knight is nice, but is he going to play here? I don't know about that one. Let's see. Well, g5 is his only way throughout the game of getting any activity. Should I have allowed that? Pawn takes check. This is a bit silly again. So I did... Oh dear, what have I done here? Stupid move again. I knew this was coming as well. I've allowed him to bloody well play it. Idiot. Check. Can I run away? Seems really risky, this. Oh shit, I can't go that way. Bollocks. I'm thinking my king's actually quite safe there. But I shouldn't have let him break with g5. I had total domination of the position. And this was really slack of me. And you throw it. Oh, my queen's on pre-flip. Thank you. I did have that one covered. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oof. That was a bit silly because, again, I had total domination. I think that was actually a reasonable game. Again, I seem to be controlling the position there. And I definitely have a big advantage here. I'm actually thinking maybe my knight should have gone this way because this piece seemed to be a very good piece. And I probably wanted to keep ideas of pushing that knight away. But maybe at the end there, it wasn't so bad with my king running. My king gets over to the queen side and it was okay. But I could have done with a little bit more time in the position to work that one out. So around about here, I think this would have been a better move because I sort of knew this at the time. It's a pity with the new chess.com thing, you can't just move the pieces. There must be a way of doing this. I don't know how though, so it's quite annoying. Thank you to anyone who's subscribed and I've missed them, by the way. But you can see the course helped me get to this position. It's nice to learn these openings I used to be a master at again and to just remember all the ideas and stuff. So we're going to see if the English can keep getting me good positions today as we go on. Oh, I need that sip of wine there. Yeah, what I should have done, I played knight d4, which is a nice central square, and I'm sure I have a nice big advantage here. Let me just get rid of that one. But what I should have played is putting the knight on f4. Why is that? I'm still trying to get this square, but I need to have the possibility of going d4. Because if I can get rid of that knight, I can come into the e6 square, and that would be game over. And also my knight here puts a bit more pressure on g6. So that would also cause him a lot of problems. Do we have time to put it on the computer? Okay, let me know if the next game starts, people. I don't know. Like I did this before, and the next game started. I'm like, oh no, and I think it was. I was playing Eric Hansen. And I was like, I started. I was like 45 seconds down, and I can't do that against Eric. He's too damn good. But anyway, this opening, is one of the openings you will get, the symmetrical position. And the thing I like about the English, and I really do, is it's one of those openings you really no risk whatsoever for white. All your moves are quite easy to play. This is the setup that the course above is about. Like I said, it's over 20 hours of videos, and your plan, you basically get this set up and then you think about what to do. And there is a free short and sweet video on this coming out soon as well. Okay, so we're going to try it again now against a very strong, high rated player. If we can do this, if we win this, we're on 3 out of 3, so this is a big one. So let's see. I mean, that last English opening was very successful. Now he's played the other main line, and I'm going to go for the same setup. And now against this one, I'm recommending e4. Even though this used to be my favorite move, I'm going e4. This is my recommendation. And this is what Magnus Carlsen actually played. Magnus Carlsen played this to win the World Championships. Remember, he played this system against Fabiano Caruana. He played this same position against the Ronian, and he won. I remember that because I talked about that earlier. And we're not going to allow any of this nonsense, so we're going to go here. He has got a good bishop, but he's wasted time. And my main idea is to go f4 again later on. I always think when there's a knight on this square, we should be aiming to go f4. So castles, king h2, d3, f4, and attack like this. This is the aim. But the other thing I can do is try to play on the queen side, as we saw in the last game, especially when his bishop is here. I'm not going to commit yet. His bishop is now aiming to tuck itself away. So I'm just playing a bit non-committal. Because if I castle too soon, well, h5, I do have bishop g5. I can also play with my knight coming into this square. And this is the reason I picked this line again here is because Magnus Carlsen played it and it made him world champion, and because it fits in with the rest of the setup. So whenever I try to teach something, I try to keep it as simple as I can. Okay, so now he may be considering this one, but at the moment we can just take it. And his bishop is good. I would like to get rid of that. I can even play here. It's not ridiculous, but I'm going to castle. And he will probably castle and try to play f5. I can even play g4 there and play around it because his piece is a bit discombobulated. My main idea, king h2 and f4. Okay, so he's going for this positional plan. But I'm going to now play for my f4 plan. He will get this square, but I'm hoping that I'm going to get lots of counterplay in return with my f-pawn coming up the board. Now the f4 break is ready. In the last symmetrical variation, f4 wasn't as strong. Normally, the rule is you want to go for f4 rather than d4 or b4 when they have a pawn on e5. This is a general rule. If black plays f5 here, because his king's in the middle, I will play f4, and he's opening up his king. It might still be okay for him, but I'd still be happy. Now, if he takes this, I'm not sure what I do. Okay, so he's played the positional approach, and now I can try to start eliminating these ones. With knight takes knight here, I can also push on, but he has got this square, so he's playing nice positional chess. Can I even play bishop e3? It looks a bit funny. Knight d5. He will take. See, this is where you've got to make some important decisions, and I don't want to give this square up forever. Bishop e3 looks like I could fall for something there, but I want to fight for that square as I did before. I don't know. I don't like that one, actually. I'm going to take because that knight was very, very strong. And also maybe my queen can come out now. Now, if he castles, I can shove this one. I'm thinking, do I shove now anyway? Because I'm never really going to take there, am I? Let's shove. This is a simple way to play. If he castles, his king will be under attack. And now, if I can just get rid of this piece, maybe knight e2, bishop e3, I have a much better structure. His bishop is trapped in. So he's trying to get some activity over here. Now, knight e2, I feel is right. Because that knight should go. But how about we play rook b1 first? Let's do this. Let's play like I did in the last game on every area of the board. Okay, so he's any threat here? It's a little bit scary. I don't see any threat at the moment. Okay, and now I can even play for b5. I want to get rid of this knight. Let's get rid of this knight. Trying to play against his light square bishop with a little bit extra space. Now, can I play this? Is there a tactic he's got there that I'm missing? Knight takes here. I don't think so. So this looks very risky for me, because if his knight can move somewhere good, I lose my bishop. Hoping I've calculated this correctly, because again, if I just get rid of this knight, I'm definitely better because of my wedge of a pawn on f5. So you can see, again, I mean, whatever result of the game, doing this opening work has really helped me, I feel, to play in, you know, play in a different and nice manner. Okay, so here, now I'm going to take with a bishop. Where am I? Am I just going to push on? This is the other option. Let's just go a3. Let's just go a3. And where's he going to put his king? Has to remain in the center. I'm certainly better here. Better on time, better on position. The space advantage on the king side gives me long-term prospects. Look, he's very, very cramped here. And now we go for our other break, I think, yeah? Can castle, but let's go for it. I'm trying to play on every area of the board. Now c5 seems like my first instinct here. d5 also possible. Let's go c5. Okay, it's got castled. Don't want that rook coming in, do I? Slightly better for me, but only slightly better. Oh god, time. This is where I could mess it up. Yes! Get in there! Oof. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why he spent so much time at the end there. Are you guys gonna go and buy the course now after that? Come on. I mean, that was good, yeah. That worked perfectly. It was a nice, smooth, no risk, no smooth game. And this position is certainly better for me, yeah. It's certainly better for me. I've got, you know, I'm not going for a checkmate necessarily, but I've got a big advantage in the center of the board. You'll buy the free version, yeah. Well, the free short and sweet, which I talk about this opening, is coming out soon. It should be out today, but it might be soon. So this is a tough position for him, though. Yeah? What can he actually play here? Because my rook's coming to a7, when I'll be threatening pawn takes pawn here. If he tries to take things, he's going to get in a really bad situation. I have this square for my bishop. And I can also, let's not forget, play stuff like g4 and push on the king side slowly. g4, slowly push for g5. This kind of idea is not so stupid, just to push on that side of the board. So we can do that. So let's see. Let's have a look at the list. Have I made it to the top? Who else is on 3 out of 3? Okay. It's nice to be on 3 out of 3. I'm actually joint first at the moment. BigAu is there. Yeah, BigAu, Ali Mortazali. That's amazing. Jabava is there. Ali Mortazali. I'm just going to say hello to BigAu on my phone. Where am I? Where am I? Where's my name? Oh, you can't scroll down any further. That's another thing I don't like. So you can't even see my name. Ah, I am on 3 out of 3. Honest, I'm on 3 out of 3. I'm just going to say hello to BigAu, who is also on 3 out of 3. Ali Mortazali, international master from England, and maybe I'll play him in the next game. But that was nice. I enjoyed that game because it always looked like I was better. So it's nice to have a game where it's not much risk. But the next one, well, they're all tough. They're all tough. I'm on 4. Why does it say 4? Is that my score against him? Maybe that's my... That's weird. That's weird. Well, I don't know why I'm on... If I was on 4, I would either be cheating or I would be completely winning tournament. I hope I'm playing the same tournament as everyone else. You know, I hope so. Okay, well, we'll soon find out, yeah? So, can we not scroll down more? I hope I'm in Title Tuesday and not playing the Mickey Mouse tournament. It'd be lovely to... Who are we going to play next? This is where we could play someone really good, but I'm going to have the black pieces. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. I'm just saying... Will be an embarrassment. Think after round 4. Okay, so I think the next game should be... Is there any games going on? Okay, it's 2 more games going on. So now, yeah. So if we have a look at that game, I mean, this is again, E5's the other way they can play. And the way my opponent played is a very traditional way of playing. And he seemed to play quite nice positional idea. But you played this Botvinnik English system. And your main idea when the knight's on F6 is to eventually go F4 and 5 in the position. The one square you do give away is D4. But as we've seen, there are many ways you can deal with the F4 square. But okay, so we've got a very tough game now. I don't know who this is, but I'm not going to look now. It's a Grandmaster from Russia, normally quite scary. But if we can get a win in this one, we'll be on 4 out of 4. So come on, Dutch. Please do your magic. Okay, come on, French. Do your magic. And this is a really big game, yeah? Tarish French. And... Is it Queen? Does it matter if I go here or here? Okay, let's go here. It's been a long time since I've actually had this particular variation. Maybe I shouldn't allow this. And I seem to recall an old system where you go F5 and you try to stop their play, but they're going to get... This is one system I don't necessarily like. I think I should have gone Queen B6 because that stops Bishop D3. Because of the pressure on D4. This is still okay, but my idea... Oh, he's taken here. Now, this is a very peculiar... This is a very peculiar move. You don't normally play that move. Now, if I go bishop takes, can I get enough pressure against this one? I think knight takes must be played. Try to unravel my pieces. And now, I can give him a check and sneak back, maybe. Try to misplace him a little bit more. Do I want to exchange dark squared bishops here? I don't actually know. I'll be totally honest. I'm going to put the queen here. Maybe I can play with this one. Maybe I can grab that one, but we have to castle, I think, and play something like this and try to get my bishop, my light squared bishop around this way. This is the standard idea, but he's got a bit of a grip on the center. I've got a little bit of pressure here. It shouldn't be too bad for me. Okay, so he's gone here. So knight e4 is now always available, but we will castle first. And if he castles, am I playing knight e4? Or am I going this way and getting the bishop around first? I think knight e4 is the more active move. But then queen c2, and this pawn is on pre. So, okay, I'm a little bit cramped, aren't I? A little bit cramped. And he's stopping that one. He's stopping my bishop maneuver. If I go here, it's a little bit cramped, this position. Okay, what about this one? Because I'm pinning the d pawn. So if he throws his knight in, I can take it twice, winning a pawn. I'm going to start using my A pawn to try to soften him up on that area. So something like queen d2 would be natural. Can I go e5? Takes, takes, knight takes, bishop takes. e5. Move I kind of want to play positionally. He's going to get his knight in here. Let's see. Have I miscalculated? Have I miscalculated? Now, if he goes bishop a5, I have knight takes f3, which is okay. It's a check. And then I can even take here check as well. So this is my plan, and to get rid of that bad pawn. Now he is going to get the bishop pair, which I was slightly concerned about. Do we have knight e4 here? No, knight e7 check is annoying. I've got to get rid of that knight. It's way too strong. Do we have knight e4 here? What are we playing here, guys? g6 to try to blunt that bishop seems a little bit odd to me. Knight e4, he takes. I don't know, knight e4 is actually quite interesting, yeah? Quite an interesting possibility. I'm kind of like umcha. Okay, g6 now. Then he takes this one. Take here, he takes here. Okay, but then I have bishop takes h6 at the end. This move at the end, if he grabs on h7. I'm down on time here though, because it's taken me a lot of time to work this position out. Pawn takes now is also very annoying. Pawn takes shit. This move and then rook b1. So really, it doesn't look like it should be a pawn takes. I'm worried about most here. Oh, shit, he's found it. That's really annoying, that move. Ah. Now rook b1 is the issue. Okay, he's gone here. This is not such a... I say it's not so scary. It's also... Okay, I'm going to have to lose a pawn here and try to hold on. I've got to move quick. I always felt it's a little bit worse in these positions. Unfortunately for me, I've got to try to hold on now. And this quite tough position. My one hope is those opposite coloured bishops. But I don't like my time situation. Don't like that move. That was a disgusting looking move, actually. Really bad. Why did I do that? That was really, really shockingly disgusting. I was trying to get my king a square, but not like that. Not like that. It's not so bad, funnily enough. A little bit, you know, scary in a way, but life's scary, eh? My time is bloody scary, tell you that. He's winning a pawn, shit. No time. No time. No king, no time. No woman, no time. That was annoying. Should have been some chances there even at the end, but okay, it's a break now. Let's have a look at that. I must have been doing all right, but the tactics were just not favouring me there. So annoying. Okay, that stops my run. There's a break now, but we will have a... How did Ali get on? Let me just see how Ali got on. Did Ali manage to win? Oh, that was tough. That was tough. I feel like I should be doing all right there. Who was I playing there? Who was I playing? Let's see who it was. Kirill Alekseenko. So he's quite a good player. He just played in the bloody candidates. He played in the candidates for the World Championships, yeah? Did Kirill. He qualified for the candidates. This guy was just trying to become world champion. So I can't be too ashamed of that one. It was quite a tough game, yeah? It was a tough game, but I should have done better there anyway. It was disappointing. So how do we analyse now? I can work this out. Come on, there must be a way. Live analysis, add friend, live analysis. Should we try that? Okay, let's do this. Let's see. It's going to mess up my board now, isn't it? Thank you very much. Okay, I'll just adjust the board so we can see how... it's going to take a bit of time getting used to the new chess.com changes, yeah? So, okay. So, right, let's have a look. So, can we actually analyse? Why is this still not analysing? Oh, for God's goodness sake, come on. Chess.com, just make it my life easy. This one, is that how you do it? Nope. Click on a move. Press another button and analyse. How many buttons am I pressing now? Okay. Well, let's have a look. So, around here, it's about even, but he does have this grip on the position. And this seems like an okay move. I'm quite happy the way I played, like, around here. Castles here. Bishop d6 seems all right. This idea eventually. And now, after queen d2, it says e5 is one of my moves. Look, it's one of the top moves. It can't be that bad. But I have to say, my opponent played very well now. He played very, very well. This position is probably just about even, as the computer is saying. But this is an annoying move. And I didn't find the right way through. So, of course, I was always scared about this check. So rook e8 was another move. But I think taking here was okay. But now my next move, it was weird because when you can probably see in the commentary, I was like, oh, knight e4, I'm not sure about it. But I had to do a common mistake and play an interesting move rather than just a good move. And if I just move my bishop back here and try to go queen d6, that's the way to play. Get the queen on d6, threaten checkmate. His bishop on c3 is very bad. I'd be fine. So, okay, let's have a look. I went here anyway, which is a mistake. And this was a very good move. I kind of missed this move for some weird reason, where he keeps everything under control. And now, all of a sudden, I'm a little bit worse. So he played very well, yeah? We played knight takes c3. And the point is, if he takes here now, then I have bishop takes here and queen h6 later on. And I'm absolutely fine there. So b takes c3, as I said, was a really nasty move. And actually, I think I held on quite well, because the one saving thing here is that the opposite coloured bishops give me some chances. And the mistake I made again, I should go more active here, and I'm okay. But queen d6 is all right. And now this h5 move, as soon as I played it, what a horrible move that is. Making my position so weak. That is such a bad move, h5. That is, without that move, it's still bad for me, but it's not that bad. This move, just opening myself up to ideas of rook here, horrible. So I had to try this one. And funnily enough, now we got to this ending. Again, even though the computer thinks I'm losing, I'm not so sure. Okay, it thinks I'm really losing. Bloody hell. I'm getting mated. Oh yeah, he just goes check, check, and then check again. Oof. h5 was definitely a double dubious mark. And around here, I've got some chances after this one. I should have just kept pushing it. Again, he misses that tactic. And, okay, I'm always a little bit worse. He played very well. He played a very good game. So, I wonder if this should be a draw, this position. I'm wondering. Opposite colour bishops. It's not an easy draw because his king is so active. So, it's a tough draw, that one. Okay, that was Alekseenko who was playing in the candidates. But I didn't quite get the position I wanted there. he dodged my Dutch. He knew about my Dutch. So let's go back, and there's a little bit of a break now after that round because I had this. I commentated on Title Tuesday last week for chess.com, so I couldn't actually play. And they were saying the reason they have a break now is to check and see if anyone is like cheating is one thing. So they run their bots, and the commentators also get a break as well. But okay, we're on 3 out of 4. That's not a bad score. And at the top, a lot of good players on maximum, including Sergei Karyakin, Nepo, all the people in the candidates. The guy I just played was in the candidates as well. That's him there. So yeah, tough. Okay, but there's lots of games to go, so it's still going to be very interesting. 6 rounds to go, so we can try to get more Englishes in. We got 100%. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see the tournament, so I was just showing it here. Hikaru top, loads of great players you can see here, and that's the guy just plays in 13th. Remember, there's over normally 600 players who play this tournament. It's often all the top Grandmasters in the world. Can I analyse that first game? What I might do at the end of the stream, if I feel in the mood, I'll do it then, because the next game, well, there could be a break still. Maybe we've got time. I don't want to miss the next game. I think we'll stick with it for now. Give myself a chance to drink a bit of wine. This glass is the never-ending glass, yeah? So how are you all doing in the chat anyway? You all doing well? Hope you're all doing well. Wine and water, good combination. Quads Raspaz says, have you heard from that nutter who reckons he... I have actually, yeah. There's a guy on the forums, and I think he's called Mark or something, and I basically called this opening the Jabava London system, yeah, because it's like a London system, but Jabava plays this one, but you put your knight here. And there was a guy who started emailing me quite aggressively, and he's on like someone says, he's on a lot of the forums, and he goes on, it's a disgrace, how dare you call it the Jabava London system, this is called Mark's opening. That's a brilliant name for an opening, isn't it? Mark's opening. And he said, I've been playing this opening for years, and you know, it was quite funny. But anyway, okay, let's go to the English. Let's see if we can get to 4 out of 5. Now, anyone on this score group is going to be very strong, so don't concentrate on the rating, and I'm going to stick with what I've been learning in the course above. Now, this is my move I suggest here, because this is a very rare move. Just try and remember what I give now. This is a very rare move, but it's actually a very interesting move, and I'm trying to get a position. I'm trying to stop this f5 idea and get a position that Magnus Carlsen has with colors reversed, but I'm just trying to remember my stuff now. So I'm going to put my knight here, play it like this. Have I done this right? I've got to, even when you do a course, because I've been working so hard, my memory, I have to admit, it's not as good as it should be. So I need to even go over the courses a bit myself. Okay, we'll go here. I don't know if I played this right, actually. I'm going to have to look this one up, aren't I? Going to have to look up. Maybe I should take with a D pawn there. Okay, that's a weird move. What's he doing that for? He wants to swap queens, maybe? Okay, well, I'm going to play here and try to break. Getting a bit short on time here. I mean, it's still okay. I've got 2 bishops. It's a very long way to swap queens. I think I'm all right swapping queens. I know I'm not going as tactically as I normally do here, guys, but it's this English course has kind of, it's got 2 out of 2 so far, and I don't know, it's given me a different way to look at things again, which has been really nice. I think you need to change your style occasionally, and that's what it's done. Even though I'm sure I'll get some attacking positions in some of the other games. And now I feel I must be better, yeah? Because this pawn is weak. I don't want that to break. So I'm going to play Am I going to play that move, or am I going to play f4, opening up my bishops? f4, I give this square away, but I open up my bishops. Double-edged move. It's blitz. Why am I thinking so much? I shouldn't be thinking so much. And now, if he can get a knight here, he's doing all right. Okay, I was kind of hoping for this because my bishops are opening up, but I'm not sure if they're in the best of places. I'm going to try to win with the bishops later on in some ending kind of grind, I guess. But my dark square bishop, where does that one want to go here? I might actually put it on a3. That looks like the trickiest of positions. I can even go e5, but this one here might not be so silly because it was getting in the way in a lot of the other positions. And we got an ending which probably seems equal, but I'm thinking two bishops. If anyone's better, it's certainly me. What's my endgame skills like? Well, I've got knight f1. I don't want his rooks coming in too much, but he's got... Okay, he should have gone rook d1, I feel, there. Two bishops. Slight advantage. He's trying to take here and come in, right? If I go rook here, is he really going to take that one? That's the slight problem I got. And knight e3, check. Maybe I... Oh, my king's a bit funny then. This is very risky move, this one. Very risky move. Probably a bad move. We will see. One thing I've not done very well here, is the activity that I've given my opponent. Now, rook d1, he's going to win this bloody pawn. This is the pawn that I've neglected a lot. Oh, and I don't want to lose that pawn. I don't want to swap off here. Oh, well, maybe I can, because I win that pawn. Right. It's a weird position. I'll go here. I'm probably not playing this very well. And now I'm going to go to grab a pawn. But he's got c3, hasn't he? Okay. I've still got a queenside majority, which gives me some chances. But I'm down on the clock. I think I'm a little bit better now because this pawn's more of a weakness. It's easier for me to get a passed pawn in the ending. Have you ever seen me play like this? I've never played like this. What's going on with me? Okay. Can we grind this one down, or will we even get ground down ourselves? Because his rook is good, yeah? His rook is good. This is the problem. His time is bloody good as well. Should probably be a draw, shouldn't it, now? Okay. Well, there's not much I can do here, is there? Let's be honest. I'll try this to win. I shouldn't be trying to win here. He's going to have to take the draw. He might try to flag me. No. Okay. Maybe, should have been pushing for a win there, really. Should have been pushing for a win, but unfortunately he got his rook very active there. That was the thing. Okay, we'll look at that one. If there's an easy way, okay, this seems to be the way to analyze it. Update, can we do that? But our accuracy, I mean, you can't criticize too much because our accuracy, both our accuracy is very high. I just need to get a roll of wins now after that one. Like a lot of wins. So yeah, we both look at that. I mean, that was a very balanced game. See, I'm a little bit better, but not that much. So okay, so it got. I thought when I played this move, I've got a decent advantage, but he's still very solid. Maybe I should have played c4 to stop d5. This is a better positional move, I think. c4 to make that a bad pawn. f4 I don't like. The computer says it's excellent, of course, but I don't actually agree with the computer. And after some exchanges, it says I'm playing excellent moves, but I've actually lost my advantage. This position, okay, it seems like quite a good game according to the computer, but this is a very clever move now. But this is where I missed my chance to take on b7 straight away. Yeah, I thought you could go rook b8 there. Rook b8, and then I go rook d1. I see. So I tried this move, realizing it's very risky, but I was hoping, I'll tell you what I was hoping to do, which I missed. I was hoping to go rook d1, and if I could get rid of this rook, then I could outplay him with the two bishops. But if I go rook d1 here, I lose the a2 pawn. Maybe I can still do that. Why don't I still do that? I should go here. And the point is, if he takes on this square, I can take here and now play this one. And this is a better ending for me because I have the pass c pawn. I should have done that anyway. Instead, I went b3, which it says is best, which is weird. And now I grab this one. And the reason I'm saying I'm a little bit better here, why didn't I check and go bishop e4, put him in a pin? That's annoying. But the reason I'm saying I'm a little bit better here is because I do have a chance of creating a pass pawn over here and a chance of winning this pawn. The computer doesn't agree, but let's not always listen to the computer. But the way it went, it should be a draw, of course. And after this move, bishop e6, everything gets liquidated to a drawn position. And this ending, even without my a pawn, is very likely to be a draw, even though I'd have to fight there. So I think it was an okay game, even though a draw is not the ideal result. What we're going to have to do now, because we're at the halfway point, we're on 3.5 out of 5. It's a good score, but if you want to qualify, I think you have to get 8.5. And I've never got. I don't think I've ever got 8. So I need to get 4.5 out of 5. But the English is scoring good so far, 2.5 out of 3 with the new repertoire. Jess Fox. You're making some fish and chips. Good call, Jess. Are you having the fish and chips? Oh, you're doing it for the English. Are you having them in batter? Are you having them in batter? The fish. Do you know when anyone says, I don't mean to be insulting, but, or I don't mean to be rude, but, you know what they're going to say next? They're going to be rude. It's like, I don't mean to insult you, but I'm going to insult you now. Or, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to be... Oh, we're playing Rakesh. Okay. Who's a chess.com guy. He's a very dangerous player, Rakesh. He's an IM. Very dangerous player. And it could be a fun game, this one. So, okay. So, we're going to go for the English repertoire again. And I'm sticking with this. And now, let's go for e4, shall we? This is the system we've seen before. And I'm going to go straight in here, which is one of the things I talk about in the course is when they put their pieces like this, you can go straight in. Now, f4 is even a move that is suddenly tempting me, but h3 I like, because I don't want those pieces coming in. And again, one of my normal ideas is to go f4, f5. You see how simple these ideas can be, but I don't want him playing this move, so I'm actually going to go g4, and I'm going to play in another way. So the English is often, and one thing I talk about in the course, is so often about restraining your opponent, restraining his ideas, and that's what I'm trying to do in this game. I'm trying to restrain him, but when I can break, I will break, as I'm doing now. Rakesh playing very quickly, which always scares me a bit when they play so quick. Now, b3 looks like a very decent square for my bishop. He's going to try to break, but b3, I've got this dark square bishop. Let's put it pointing towards his king, which I'm now going to do. And I've got a definite advantage here. I've even got ideas to start an attack. I've got the bishop. He's trying to do some shenanigans over here. Let's even threaten to win a piece with this one. I know it blocks my bishop in, but I'm hoping that's a temporary thing. And he's got a solid defensive setup. That's one thing that can be said. Oh, if I go... Now, this is just the one move. I'm just thinking if I can stop that. It's not the end of the world if I can't. And I don't think I can. So I'm going to centralize my pieces. I can go b4 anyway. And I'm trying to play this, like I say, restraining all of my opponent's positional ideas. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, we'll take that one and go d5. Do we get rid of this one now? I think we do because we've got e5. When you got bishops, you use the bishops. I can grab this one as well. He's starting to get his little bit of... Okay, we're going to grab that pawn. We have to be brave. Now, let's push. This is where I sort of have to do a little bit of calculation. And now he's kind of trying to mate me. I'm hoping he's only got one piece attacking me at the moment, so I'm not at the moment terrified. And I've got this queen check to pick up the rook. And I am a rook up, let's not forget. So I'm not terrified at the moment. At the moment, people. Now he's got knight f3 check. He's so tricky, Rakesh. Do we just go here? Trying to keep it under control. Because if I went rook there, he had... Oh, no, he doesn't have knight f3 because of the bishop. That was very silly of me. I should have spotted that one. And now I'm allowing him probably not much because remember I am a rook up and I've got queen d5. Well, I am a rook up. Just got to avoid blundering. Let's just play solid moves. We'll take them. We'll take them all. The openings work well again, yeah? It feels to me. It seems to have worked very well again. I got an advantage. I got all my planning. Everything above. Everything above. Thank you, Perno. Hello, Perno. Hope you're doing all right. And now with queen d5 coming, he can't avoid exchanging queens because I will win another piece. So I think I'm going to get to 4.5 out of... Yeah, and as soon as the queens are off, I have to do something ridiculous here. And it wouldn't be the first time, but... I mean, I'd have to really do something ridiculous here. Let's just... I might even take this knight, because knights are quite tricky, yeah? Just, you know, I might do. I'm saying I might. I probably won't, because... Why should I take that knight? Why am I even thinking here? Okay, we'll see where he goes. Yeah, I mean, it's a rook up. I can't mess this one up. Even a man of my blundering skills cannot mess this one up. I say, and now he's got his rook in. Okay, come on, let's just push that one. We're not scared. We're not scared. I must be queening before him. Now, Rakesh, I'm going to swap your rooks off with a nice little idea. You are a lot of pieces down here, Rakesh. There is that resign buttons. You can push it. I'm going to get rid of your last piece. Harmoniously exchanging. Okay, time to resign. Whew. Okay, glad you're doing well, Perno. Okay, so I'm on 4.5 out of 6. That's a good score against this opposition. But again, the English, 3.5 out of 4. Come on, the English opening. That was smooth. That was, I mean, I could have played that a little bit better when the tactics were coming, but it's okay. It was okay. The English, look at it. It's a brilliant course, you know, on sale now. Over 20 hours of tuition. So if you do an hour a night and you look at it for a month, in a month's time, you will have an opening that will last you a lifetime, and I guarantee you'll be a better player. It's only a month, and what it's a month to become a much better chess player? You just have to put in 1 hour a day. I know it's an expensive course, but the rewards you get, that is literally what a Grandmaster normally charges for 1 or 2 hours coaching, and you're getting over 20 hours. So if you put it that way, it's a bargain. Okay. I should play more English, shouldn't I? It is. It's going well. I'm getting better positions in every game. It's perfect. Yeah. So you're self-isolating at the moment, Perno. Did you come in contact with I don't know if I even want to talk about COVID today. Bloody annoying COVID. Bloody thing. Horrible little disease, isn't it? Okay. Who's leading the tournament? We'll just have a little look who's in the lead. A fair few people on 5 points there. Big names. Hikaru, Nepo. You know, I'm on 4.5, so I'm sort of up in the top 100 probably. But I don't think it scrolls down to where I am. Where am I? I'm on 4.5. I'm on the same score as Vidit. So that's all right. I'm happy with that. But where's my name? There I am, 64th out of about 600 at the start. So we're, you know, so far I'm on the same score as. Oh, I don't really. That Greg Shahade character. Oh dear. We'll see. I don't really want to get. He talks so much trash. I think he doesn't mean it in a nasty way. So someone explain that, like Ben. But we're on the same score. Okay. Anyway, we can have a look at that game. So again, this is stage 1 of the English, yeah. And the whole point you do these moves is to control those light squares in the middle, right? And then the way I play this, especially when they block their bishop in, is to go e4. And when you have this situation with the knight and pawn like this, when you finish your development, I've got no weaknesses. You normally aim to play f4, f5, and what you see me do already, squash them on the king side. So it is an attacking opening, but in a very safe and positionally sound way. The opening's been played for years, so we know it's a good opening because it's been around forever. And it works very well. It's only one weakness, the weakness on d4. And if you saw the start of my stream, you would see how I dealt with it there. You can always watch this. I'll put it up on YouTube. You just simply swap off any pieces that come into d4. So, for example, after like bishop e6, another thing that's very good, when these pieces come here, the knight gets this great square. I'm threatening to double his pawns. He can't take that knight, so he has to go here. And now I'm just stopping him moving a piece here. This move is very handy in the English. And now you can see I was always going to play that. If his knight comes in, I just capture it. And what I'm basically ready to do is play with these pawns. Yeah? So this position, I feel, is already, I don't know, it's certainly better for white. I don't know how much better it is for white. It's you're playing, but you've got no weaknesses. This is the good thing. Some of the other openings you see me play, this seems like I'm playing some baby here. Oh my words. Look at that picture. I'm playing a 6-year-old. That's always dangerous, playing a 6-year-old. What's that country? Belarus. Oh, this guy's probably really good. We're going to have to Dutch him up, yeah? Now d3. Oh, he's gone here. Okay, we're going to go for a bit of Dutch action. If we win this, we're doing fantastically well. We're on 5.5 out of 7, which is a massive score. So I'm going to go for the main line. No reason not to go for the main line. This is the way I always play. You must know this by now. This is the best move. He's played the most critical move. He knows his theory, this guy. And this is a very complex situation where we get this weird pawn structure. And now this is correct when I'm going to try to play over here. And this is one of the really funky positions that you can get in the Dutch. And now I have played this sacrifice before, but this is my recommendation in the chessable course. I have actually given up that rook to take over the light squares with my queen. But this is my chessable recommendation. And now here, if I remember correctly, this is my recommendation. And his best idea in this position is actually to give up the exchange, because if he doesn't, he can get in a lot of trouble with my c pawn. This is all in the Dutch course. It's a critical line, but he should probably give up the exchange when he gets a very good center in compensation. But I've had a game like this before over the board, and he has. Is he listening to me, this kid? Is he bloody listening to me? Maybe I should shut up. Okay, we're going to take that one anyway, because it looks like a good pawn. And now I'm thinking this knight should... Do I go here first? I think... Okay, I think we should go here, because this move was... I don't know about that one. Maybe I shouldn't have played that. Thank you for the donation there. Most appreciated. Now, this is a strange looking move, but let's remember I am... Oh, he's going to go here, and he's
you made me love Jess, man. Thanks a lot. Keep streaming, please.
I might have to give this one up. I am the exchange up, so I might have to play this. If I go c6, suddenly queen here. I can then play king f7. How is that? I don't like it. Let's just simplify. Let's allow him to have the c7 pawn and get rid of one of those bishops. He's going to have 2 pawns for the exchange. I'm a little bit cramped, but it should be okay for me somehow, this position. Somehow. He's got these annoying tactical moves, though. Here. Annoying tactics this guy's got. And what am I doing? Queen here to get out the pin, maybe trying to swap queens, something like this. Maybe I play I'm sort of thinking if he goes bishop, this move I can take on d4. But in general, this move is scary, yeah? So he's pushing forwards. Ugh. He's sort of out-tactic me. Takes, check, here, e6. It's a complicated position. Rook d4. If I don't take it, he's pushing on. But I think I have to try and blockade. He's got the advantage now. I played this one move, knight c6. I'm having my doubts about getting pushed backwards. I mean, it's not the end of the world, this structure. I mean, I'm trying... If I can ever get the queens off, I'm probably better, because his queen is just so pesky. It's a Joe Pesky, so pesky. He's doing a Joe Pesky. And now I don't like this move of his somehow, because is he coming this way maybe? Okay, we'll go active. We will go active. I want to now go bishop to b5. And play to exchange. And move quicker, of course. I think this was a really bad move that he played. Personally. My pieces are starting to come out now. Can I keep my cool and my time? That's the key. Kids are so much quicker than me, that's the thing. Especially when you're commentating. I'm no Magnus Carlsen at multitasking, that's for sure. That guy, Magnus Carlsen. But this is actually This is a really bad move. He just can't. Okay. Trying to simplify into a position which I shouldn't at least lose, you know. Because of the time situation, I'm just trying to... What a bloody weird position this is. Have you ever seen a position like this? Don't think I can win this one, no. He's offering a draw. I need to try and win though somehow. I can't win this, like... take the draw, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it was just, what a weird position. Maybe at the end there, I probably simplified a bit too soon because of the time situation. I mean, there's no way I can lose this one because I keep my rook here. The only way I can try to win is by getting my king into the game, but then his e-pawn comes. So I was just wondering if I could potentially get my rook down here and then move my king up, but it's never going to be winning. I'm only going to lose if I try to win this one. But look at that position. That's just an odd position. So we're on 5 points now. 3 games to go. We have to try to get to 8 points for the first time in our lives. In our life. So that was interesting. I want to have a look at that computer. I'm definitely doing well, and we both played, I think, slight inaccuracies in that game. Which, look at our accuracy level though. I know people say, "Oh, it doesn't mean anything." It does mean something, and our accuracy levels there were pretty high. So one player was winning. Well, around here it was me. So what did I miss? Let's have a look. So this is the opening that I've talked about before, and this is in my chessable course on the Dutch. He's obviously a very talented kid who's much higher than his you know, his title. I hate it when people say, "Oh, whatever he is, FM beating a GM, lads. Well, what's going on?" He's not going to be an FM for much longer, is he? He's gonna. I can tell you, he'd probably be a GM if COVID wasn't going on. And he's young. He's talented. So this was a really good move, and now I feel like I should be better here, but I'm not sure about my knight d7 move. This is the... Okay, let's see. Well, it says it's best, but now h6 is best. Okay, so where did I go wrong? It always thinks I'm okay. This is where I go wrong with rook b4. I should have played queen e8 immediately, of course, because I find the right idea, but I find it a little bit later. And after rook b4, this was a tricky move, but now I was getting worried here. But I actually think, you know, in hindsight, I never think I'm doing that badly because I am covering anything. Is the only problem piece of the queen, but the big mistake. This is horrible. It blocks his pieces in. Now rook b8, not the best move, but I'm still. He finds queen d4. Queen f8 is best, and now I'm just wondering if I can try winning this position somehow. What did I miss here? Can I try winning? He's got a lot of pawns. Maybe I should move the queen over here and keep him tied down. But this one, okay, it says it's best. It says this is best, and now I should probably keep my bishop on the board if I want to win. I went for the simplified move thinking I'd have some winning chances risk-free, but in actual fact I'm sure now this is a big mistake. Yeah, I should keep the bishop on the board, but even when I keep the bishop on the board, I'm not convinced this is winning. So again, maybe actually the computer with its accuracy level wasn't that far off. It's weird that it thinks this is winning. The computer thinks this is winning. Let's have a look. The computer thinks I'm winning here, yeah? How do I win this? This is something, look, it thinks I'm winning, but the only look at the computer's line. It just tells me to move the rook up and, you know, backwards and forth from this file. No, this is of course not winning. In order to win this, I need to get my king here, but then he's going to queen that pawn. And it takes me lots of moves. This is a draw. So I think, again, a draw is a fair result. It was a good quality game there. And, you know, when your opponent plays well, I think you've got to be happy with a draw sometimes. So What round are we even in now? Let's have a look. Round 7, 3 to go. Is there a break now? Well, we're seeing who's leading. There's 4 people leading. As you can see, their names at the top. Well, maybe more as we're coming in. 1 person leading. Of course, it's round 7. Hikaru must have lost to Sergey. Sergey at the top there. Very big names at the top. What am I on? I'm on 4.5. I can't really qualify now, but I can get to 5. I can get to 7.5. Yeah, which would be like a very good score, considering it started with 600 players. So we're gonna obviously try to win the next games. Keep the English opening going. The English opening is doing very well. On the same score group as me, if we can scroll down there, is, let's keep going down. Well, a lot of people pseudo names and I've no idea who they are. Alexander Fear is a very good blitz player. Rakesh has come back into the mix as well. So Greg, okay, he's still on the same. Where's my name then? Where am I? Where's my name? I can't see my name. I've disappeared from the mix. Where is my name? Anyone see my name? Let's see. I'm just trying to find it now. There it is. Okay. That's still a solid performance so far. Yeah, there's another break now for a couple of minutes, and then there's 3 games to go. And I have to say, after... am I on 5 points? Am I? Oh, 5 points better than 3.5. Am I on 5? So I can get 8 points. I can't count. When you're playing chess and commentating, it's not so easy. It's not so easy, is it? Okay, I'll take the 5 points. It says 4.5. Look, it's just out to get me. I was looking at that. Okay, 5 points is good. So if I win the next 3, I may qualify. I say may, very unlikely. Now, what happens with this tournament is the top 8 players out of the starting group of 600, there was 600 at the start, of the best chess players in the world, the top 8 go through to play a knockout. And I recommend you watch that knockout on the chess.com channel. Who's commentating today on chess.com? Let's have a look, shall we? Who is commentating? I'm just going to go and have a little look. I don't know. It doesn't say. With GM Nemo. Okay, Nemo is commentating. I don't know Nemo. I should know her. Nemo Zhao. I'm so behind in names, you know. So okay, so so definitely check out her not now. Don't go there now. Don't go there now. You know, you're with me now. You've got to see if I can win the next 3 and get to 8 points. Come on. Let's do it. Stay with me. But then you can go and watch the playoffs a little bit later on after that. And you can see how things go. She's a streamer. Okay. I'm sure I know her. I'm just not very good with names. And I haven't streamed for a while now. Would I consider doing... General Anxiety saying, would I consider doing a book on gambits and chessboard? Well, it's funny you say it. Funny you're saying that. Because that is my next project. Obviously, this one... buy that first, because that will give you the solid foundation, which I'm playing here. But I'm doing a gambit course because it's a load of fun, and I'm doing it with 1e4, and I know loads of gambits. I've played loads of gambits, so we're going to do a really funky gambit course for Chessable, which will be a little bit less serious than the one above. I feel it'll be like, if you want to have a bit of fun, you know, you just want to go out and gambit. Everyone wants to go a bit crazy now and again, don't they? Everyone wants to go wee. You know, not everyone wants to play serious chess. They want to wee, gambit, woo, yeah. So that is what the gambit course is going to be for. General Anxiety saying he's broke off. Oh, sorry about that, but at least you're a better chess player. Hopefully you are. General Anxiety. So, well, we're not doing the Budapest in that one because it's only 1e4. Can I call it the Psycho Cowboys Gambit course? I'd love to. And do it as my alter ego. That is such a cool idea. That is such a cool idea. I think we're going to have to do a couple of streams while I put my cowboy hat on and I get into character, like Radio Yan. What happened to Radio Yan? I haven't heard of Radio Yan for a while, but I'm sure he's floating about. That would be cool. That would be cool, wouldn't it? We might even, if we lose the game here, have to go into the Psycho Cowboy way of thinking. But at the moment, we're doing positional English. What have we got? We've got 3.5 out of 4 with the positional English. But now everyone's saying, I want to see the Psycho Cowboy. Psycho Cowboy. I'll be like, yeah, man, here we are. We're rocking and roll with the cowboy. Okay, let's keep it positional today. Let's keep it positional. Let's keep it positional. Okay, I'm getting a question asked here. I'll try to answer it. You can ask me questions. It is allowed. The answer to that question is not much, in my opinion, to be honest. They are both... Okay, we're playing a very strong player. And if we win this one, well, you know the English is a great opening. This guy is nearly 2,900, and he is... Okay, now in the course, I'm going to go for e4, but I feel against this move, I want to get something a bit sharper. I can't play the English every game, so we're going to go. Oh yeah, we're going to gambit a pawn, and look at that. I just can't help myself, even though I've got a really good score. Oh, he hasn't done it. That was an offer of a gambit with a Marshall gambit. Even though the English is going very well, I just can't help myself. I can't help myself. Hello, Fiona. Hope you're doing well. I even followed you earlier, Fiona, so I don't get told off again. Getting told off by Fiona is something. It's a rare occasion, but it's something I try to avoid. So I am now following your channel, Fiona. So it's okay. It's all right. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me concentrate on the chess. Can we go here? Why not? Very wise. Okay, can we take there? Probably. I don't really want to swap queens in this position, but we might have to, yeah? Feels like I'm falling into some theory or something. Can we do something a bit more funky? Oh, I really want to do something funky here, but it's probably just a load of rubbish. Now, knight f3 can't be a bad move, can it? He is going to take here. Take it on c5. He takes on c3. He takes my queen. Oh, come on. But my in-game play's been pretty good. Oh, do we want to do that? No, we don't want to do that. I want to play a bit more actively today. I'm getting sick of this positional rubbish. How do I avoid... Okay, I'm just going to play here. I think the queens might come off, but... I mean, that was probably the correct move to play. Okay, so can I now avoid the queens coming off? Castles. I don't want them coming off. Why am I spending so much time? Come on. They're probably... Oh, come on. This is ridiculous. You're playing like an old fart. Okay, I'm going to have to do this. I didn't want to do it, but I spent a minute and a half trying to avoid the queens coming off. Occasionally in life, you just have to be like, the queens are coming off. And now he's going to take here. We've got the Irish pawns. We've got an extra Irish pawns. We've got 2 bishops. He's not getting the queens off. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to castle. You can... Good. I'm very happy. I'm very happy you've done that, sir. Now, I'm going to have some fun. Take my pawns if you dare. Maybe bishop g5 was a better move, trying to cause his king some misdemeanors. Now, I think queen e7 is best. If he takes my pawn, I can come in there, which looks like a lot of fun for me. So if he goes queen e7, can I stop him castling? I can go bishop there and try to sneak in there. That's a good idea. My last move, I could have gone bishop there and try to sneak in there immediately. That would have been a really good move, but I didn't see it. This is what happens when you don't castle. So if he does take, I'm diving in. And if he takes again, he's one greedy so-and-so. It's a famous story, this, with the Irish pawns, Jerry. It goes back to the days of Eamon Keown. Surely you've heard of it. Google it. I'm not going to tell it now. I'm concentrating. it was from the Olympiad, where Eamon Keown, I am actually telling it, had it in one game. He had the 3 pawns and he lost. Then Spielman had it against him in the next game. He lost again. And I think he said by this stage, "Now we're going to have to... Oh, that's not a very good Irish accent. We're going to have to call it the Irish pawns, aren't we?" That was really terrible accent. Words. Oh, my words. That was horrendous. I need some more Guinness before... Is that right? Is that right? Or am I just... Did I just make up that story? I don't know. I'm sure Google will tell you the truth. That was a really horrible... It was terrible, yes. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is checkmate him. So, like this or so. I'm not even thinking about the position. Which is... Okay, he can go here now. I didn't see that. Right, but... Okay, come on. So we can just... This must be scary for him, no? I'd get my pawn back. I've got 2 bishops, but... We don't. We want to have a bit more fun, don't we? But he is swapping queens off. Oh, come on, Simon. You're so slow. All right, let's why am I trying to overcomplicate? Don't want you to castle, my friend. Not even though you're probably my friend, are you? You're my enemy. Okay, yes, go with your instinct. Use the force, Luke. Use the force. You are not castling if I can stop you. This one is also an idea, Luke. Use the force. The guy's completely confused by my random moves, which is always nice. Look at that for a check. That is one badass check. Boom! Put that in your pipe and smoke it, son. I mean, that was what we call an 18-move crush. And yeah, well, look, if he goes here, this is just winning, yeah, on the spot, I think. As well as some other moves. The other way, I've got another way I can win. I think I can take here, and this is quite weird. Look at my bishops. They're phenomenal. And now, can I just like go check and then move this one here? This is also like really strong, but I would have taken on g7 to keep the queens on the board, and his time was too low, and this move I think is just winning. Yeah, I mean, it's very good for me. Maybe he can play on instead, but that was I mean, there's lots of ideas here as well. I can also take this one, and he doesn't want to take his king as a rook d1. He has. This is maybe the best move. This was the other option I had. Because if he takes his king, this wins. If he can't take bishop. If he takes here, he can never castle. Look at that. So I just go rook d1. His king is stuck right in the middle. And wherever he moves his queen, then I take here. This is the best way to win. And I had enough time to work this one out. So, for example, queen can only go to c6 or one of these squares. It doesn't matter where it goes. And even rook d6 and taking on e6 is okay now. But this one is just crushing because he can't now castle. I'm taking that rook. I'm taking that rook. He can't go rook f8 because I take that one with mate. So it is crushing. What's the accuracy? Probably not that good, but we'll have a look. They call me Houdini. They just call me the chess mover. Oh yeah, they call me the attacker. Okay, stop it. Yeah, 101%. Can you? And you know, the computer has never called me smooth. It was pretty high. Look at that. 98. That is good. 98.6. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm definitely not a singer. You're right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a tricky position for him, yeah, because this is what happens when you do not swap queens off. He should, of course, he should be getting the queens off the board, right? Because when he keeps the queens on the board, it just plays itself, this position. Now, this is the most forcing move. The other move I thought was quite good was this one. Because now I can come in here as well. But you might as well force the pace because this is a good square. And the issue he's got is he just can't castle now. And if he plays this one, I was going to now... I think this is the best move that he missed. I was going to play queen g3 and keep the queens on like that. But he can castle now. And I've got certainly got some pressure here with the bishops. But he's got castled. So this was... You can see the computer still thinks I'm a lot better. But you know, he didn't do that. He got greedy, and after e5, well, his position just collapses because of bishop c5. It says bishop takes a7. See, that is where I'm disagreeing with the computer, because if you take that, he can castle, and we don't want him to castle. This move stops him castling, and with ideas of just moving my rooks into the middle and checking him over here, you know, why on earth do we want to do that? And of course, this was the last move that is about +8, so it's all right. That was good. I'm happy with that. So what am I on? I'm on 6 points. So if we win the next 2, and that kind of started with the English. Can we claim that as an English win? Not sure we can. Thank you, Hank the Tank, for donating a sub. How do you donate to the channel? I think there's a donate button below, or you can look at my courses and just buy a course. That's also a good way to donate. Oh, I've got over 2,700 as well. Oh yeah, that's where I belong. Well, I belong 2,800, I feel. Thank you. I'm now in the 2,700 club. Yeah, makes me feel cool. And who's leading? Let's have a look. So we're going to see who's leading the tournament. It's 8. We've done 8 rounds now. I think we've done 8 rounds. Hope so. Round 8 of 10. We have. I might have to just do an update to see if. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? Don't mess me about, computer. Oh, we're in with a game. Oh, this is a big game. We're playing one of the best players. Is this a? Oh no, this is, who is this? Another good Russian. Esipenko. He's pretty handy, is, but he hasn't. I played him before in a title Tuesday. If I win this and the next, oh my words, that would be a miracle. So let's just kill. He played in the Olympiad team for Russia. He's one of their up and coming talents, no doubt about that. And he's now gone for this line, which I've kind of been tricked here actually, but I'm going to play this move and see how things turn out. And I might just keep developing quickly. Maybe c5 is the right way to play. Now, can I play e5 and gamble? I'd like to play e5. Do we take here and try to play e5? What else can we do here? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I actually meant, I swear I meant to just look at the move. Okay, I was thinking about it anyway, so that could be, this could either be one of the best mouse slips ever or complete rubbish. Now my idea is to sack the pawn, and now to, can I go bishop here? I think I might be getting carried away here, lads. Okay, is this my idea? This is my idea. I'm sure I have an idea. And now I come in here and mate him, do I? Really? Check here and over here. This can't. Okay, this is probably the more. Knight check, king moves, queen takes d5. h3 is a problem, maybe. Bishop to f5. Oh, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try the most aggressive move. And we'll just take this one and pray. Why not? And I'm just going to try to checkmate him. Yep, that move is an issue. Potentially. Now, it's a weird position. Yeah, my mouse slip move was maybe not best, was it? Queen here. And he's got this check. Fuck. I'm trying to think of ways to It's so complicated, and I'm just not as quick as these youngsters. So this is the problem. Where do I put my queen here in this complex situation? Oh, I don't like that one somehow. Okay. This is the problem. Now bishop here, he gives me a check, yeah? Okay. I couldn't take there because it's defended anyway, but I'm just thinking ahead. Well, we've basically gone all in, haven't we? We've gone all in for the attack, and we're just crossing our fingers and praying here. But I don't... Oh, he's got queen b3. That is the move he's been saving for me. Takes queen b3 check. Okay. Any play here? I don't know. I don't know. If I get f3 in, there's still some play, yeah? So I don't think this is enough somehow. He's kind of refuting my random attack. I'm kind of still having a go, but he's going to get those guys off. Boo. 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 We'll go there anyway. And 22 seconds. Oh, he's got check. Keeps finding good moves. Bastard. I forgot he had the intermezzo, so he's defended very well. And now I need a miracle here to do this. Especially with the time situation. I'm still sort of punting, but it is really a punt now. Whoops, time. Ah! Oh, I could have gone there. That would have been actually quite dangerous for him. Now he comes in. Shite. And that is it, I feel. That is it. Unless I get my queen in magically somehow, which I'm not going to do. Because this is the desperado punt. But it's not happening. The guy is class. Oof. And now I don't even have time to... I could have moved my knight there, and even then I might have had some chances. But he's calculated this very well. So you got to give him credit. And I'm just playing random moves now because I don't know what I'm doing. Like that is random as anything. Another random move. And I am the random move generator at the moment. In we go and pray. Is he going to mate me? Probably, yes. He's got a lot of pieces in my king. Okay, well done. I'm one move away. I'm one move away. Just one move away. Okay, but, you know, one move's not enough. He was good, wasn't he? He was good. Maybe my little pawn sat there didn't work. And, well, that was a chance. That was a chance. If I'd have won that one, I'd have been in a great position. But Esipenko's one of the biggest up-and-coming players in Russia. We'll have a look at that one on the computer. Did I have any chances? I don't think I did. The accuracy level on that is going to be appalling. But what I actually did wrong there, I played the move order a little bit wrong. It was very silly of me. Oh, I'm not even. Oh, look at this is more my kind of accuracy level. This one reflects my accuracy a little bit better. Oh, that was a terrible game, as the computer shows. But I was never really doing that well. I don't think. And what the mistake I made here, I played this D6 move, which I'm just I know this is a slight error because of what happens. What you want to do is go either e5 or e6, and I don't know why I played d6 there. And the point now, if he does the same thing as in the game, this position is actually very good for black after d5, and I've studied this position before because we're actually a tempo up on what happened in the actual game. And in the actual game, well, if we look at the way it played, d6 is just not the best move order here. So I was kind of like, you know, it's just a slight opening thing. You know, even top guys get their move orders mixed up. And the problem is, after e6 now, he gets this e4 move in, and I'm a tempo down now on that last line, which is not good. And I think actually, I don't know if Fiona's still here, but she had this, and she lost with this against Irina Krush once in the same sort of line. Now maybe here I should go c5, but this e5 move looked kind of interesting. It says it's good, even though I've messed my move order up. But my opponent defended, I have to say, exceptionally well here, yeah? Exceptionally well. There is quite a funny little trick here. If his rook was on d1 or something, let's say he goes here. I was thinking about this one. It doesn't work, but the idea of this one is to go here check, and if he hasn't got d1, you can go bishop h3 checkmate. So that's quite a funny little trick, which I've actually seen some top players fall for this kind of pattern. But of course, pawn takes was a good move, and now it's okay. I'm just trying to get my pieces into the game, and after here, because he's got his knight coming to f4, I don't think I have enough compensation. I mean, I could have tried doing this, could have tried doing this, but this check is a punt, and this now was played very well by my opponent, and I don't think I had any chances for the rest of the game here. He's maybe not playing. Okay, now this position, I thought I could. What did I thought? Originally, I thought I could go here. When I went into this variation, and the point is, if he goes bishop takes rook, then this move will actually be checkmate. And if he plays bishop takes here, I take here with check, and again I've got a very good position. But the problem is, he's calculating so well. He has this check, and he picks my knight up, and it's just these little things that are very important. Did my game start? I hope not. Don't say that. We've got one more game left. We can get to 7 points, which would be a very good score. Now, the way the game went after knight e5, bishop takes here, rook takes here. Now, I wonder what I should... Okay, it says I should take the queen off here, but I'm only going to be losing that one. This one, I thought he'd had to... I didn't realise here that, again, he calculated very well. So if I take here, he doesn't take back when I win a piece, but he goes check first. And this is another clever thing that he did. So I had to try and keep the queens on, but of course, by this stage, I'm sort of praying here. And I do at least get my bishop near his king, but I can't get my queen or rook into the game. This is the issue. Okay, now we're actually playing a very famous player here. Bit of a legend. We're going to do the English against him. Mikhail Golubev, who is a very legendary player from Ukraine. And we're going to see how the English opening, my new course, is going to fare. And it's so far, I've only dropped one draw in this opening. And I'm hoping that I'm going to stay that way. Now, this position, this move is my main recommendation. The one thing you've got to watch out for on these structures is f4. But as long as you watch out for that move, and if he ever plays it, I'm going to take it. I feel I'm following a game where Manuel Berg lost with the black pieces. Again, this is the line I talk about here. And remember, in the English, we're just doing our setup. And then you've got to think about your breaks, these breaks. And the move actually to play against this is f3, which I remember, but I don't need to play it. Well, I'll play it now. And this is, again, the move recommended in the course. And this kind of stops all of his attacking plans. Because he can't come in on the f-file. He can't really, even if he exchanges bishops, it's not bad. And if he goes here, I can even take it. So it gives me a free hand to play b4, b5, and d4. Now, he might be able to win an exchange here by taking there, but I'm hoping by giving up his black square bishop, I gain great play elsewhere. Another move I could have considered there, okay, so he's gone for this line, which is his most active try, but I'm happy to sacrifice material, meaning my rook, because I think losing this bishop will make his king quite weak. So again, the opening has gone according to the course, and I think I've got an advantage, but that doesn't mean I'm going to win. If I win this, at least I've proven to you that the English is a great opening, because I've got something like 5.5 out of 6 with it against top players. Now, if he takes here, I'm going to go knight takes, and I'm just going to give this rook up. And I'm hoping the dark squares, as I've said, are going to be good. Maybe I could also... Okay, so which one do I take with? I can even take this way. It doesn't look as natural as going forwards, though, does it? So let's go forwards. And this is an interesting idea because, you know, I'm only 1 point down, but it's the dark squares we're going for. I don't know if this is correct or not way to play. Now, he's found a good idea against f3, which I missed. So if I take there and go f4, is that... f3 is a bit annoying. Do I move my rook back? Do I play this and give up the pawn? I can take and take on c7. I'm trying to work out that position. I like rook f1. Here, takes, 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 takes. E7's on pre. Yeah, okay, this one's best, I feel. Now he can go bishop takes here, though. Okay, right. Now if I take on e6 and go knight here, this is another way to play. It's weird. It's a weird position. I'm not sure what the right move is here. Oh, I'm taking a lot of time, aren't I? Come on. I could take and go knight here. Okay. So, right, we're gonna I'm still trying to prove that my dark square bishop is a decent piece. So I'm gonna put it here and then go f4. And this, it took me a while to find this idea, but now I've found it, I may be happy. He's got knight g4 now, and if I go h3, he goes there. So he's found another tactical idea coming in here. Very okay. And is he going to take here? He can't take there. Has he got any threats? No. So I got some ways of trying to do this. Queen here is safety first. If I take here, he takes here. It's mate. Bishop h6 is the other idea. Just got to make sure I'm not falling for any tactics here. Because if he moves his rook, now his knight can be captured. So I might be winning the exchange back now, and it was all about these dark square weaknesses that he's got around his king. I think he could have tried knight there last move. That may have been a better try. And he's got to find a solution now. If he moves the rook, I take here. If he doesn't move the rook, I'm going to take there and take his knight. So I feel like often happens in the English, a lot of your opponent's aggressive moves backfire because they're kind of even superficial. Okay, so can I take what? I'm going to anyway. I'm going to take that one. Okay, and now we can get the queens off, which I'm very happy about because his rook is very badly positioned. Can I even trap it? Because my bishops dominate his rook. And I feel maybe king g2 is the more accurate move. That his rook has no escape now. And this should be winning now. It is winning. Because he moves his rook. I take it. And that is, yeah. Okay. Oof. Okay. Well, that was alright. That worked out. The course, eh? Look at that course. I'm loving the English. I'm not just saying that. The one good thing about doing these courses is I'm learning so much. And I put all my work into this English. And if you want to play some games like this, you know what to do. There's a link in the chat. Go and check out the course. Let me just see if I can find the link here. Here is the course on sale. You can see it. It's on sale for a little bit of time. If you follow this link here, you can go to the course. I know it's expensive, but you do get a whole opening for that amount. So you get a whole opening, which will be with you for life, and it's over 22 hours of video. So if you just do an hour a day of learning a little bit, I mean, you watch me here for 2 hours. If you want to learn a brilliant opening that will make you a better player, if you buy that course, it will really help you. It's a great way to support me as well, and you get something fantastic in return. So do consider going to this page. It's in the link. 7 out of 10 is a solid performance. We'll have a look at the score soon. You can read about the course here, and shortly I will also say there's going to be a free version of the course up, which I filmed today, which is only 1 hour long. So if you can't afford it, you don't want to buy it, I'll try to tomorrow. I'm streaming tomorrow. You can see the times below the video. Have a look at the free version. So we're going to have a look at the final scores. Let's have a look at this game. Quite an interesting game there. You have to finish the other ones first. It's very hard to get through all the courses. It really is. It's a lot of work. But if you learn a little bit even from each course, it will help your play. So, think about it. Have a think of a way to support me and get something yourself. Now, let's have a look at that last game, because it was a very interesting exchange sack. And I think, well, look at this. I mean, the computer agrees with what I did there. And another thing I will say about the course, I'm not going to bang on about it, but one thing I will say, well, I am banging on about it, is that I've checked all the lines, or should I say Richard Palliser, who wrote the course, a lot of it. He's a brilliant analyst, and he checked nearly all the lines with a computer, or all the lines, should I say. So I know that a lot of these things I'm getting are good, according to the computer. So if we go through the moves again, we do stage 1. This is stage 1, controlling the light squares. Stage 2 is to put your pawn on e4, knight on e2, and now get castled. This is stage 2. And in this position, you've just got to think what your strategy is. Now, when the knight is on e7 and not on f6, the idea of going f4 is not very effective because it's not going anywhere. Ideas of b4 and d4 are much more effective. But first of all, this move is our recommendation in the theory section. And the points of this move is it's just a very nice square for the knight. If he takes it, we get the open c file and we annoy his knight. And after bishop e6, we just got to watch out for pawn to f4, right? We've got to watch out for this move. So bishop e3 develops, and this is like the next stage where we just get our rooks connected. And look, the computer already thinks just from the opening, by playing simple moves, we have a lovely position. And I have to agree with it, because he hasn't got really any moves he can play. f4 is well covered. We're going to play this move. And the key sort of thing to remember in these positions is actually this f3 move is very nice, because it stops any threats of our opponent. Now, I think after here, I might have played this a little bit prematurely. In hindsight, we don't need to give up the rook, and probably moving the rook somewhere like even d1 would be very good, because later on we're going to go first of all b4 and b5, that break in the middle game, And next we're going to go d4, these typical breaks. And he can't do anything. If he takes here, we take the d pawn. We've got a fortress. He can't get through. We make our advances. And he can't do anything. So b4 was interesting. And the computer actually said likes it. So let's have a look. So now here, and this position to me looked very exciting because of the dark squares. But I have maybe lost a little bit of an advantage. And after knight e5, this was a good move. I had to spend a lot of time thinking here. This move seemed okay. But now my opponent maybe misses an opportunity. He could have taken my knight there. How does that work? And if I go here, what does he play now? He goes bishop g4. What a move. Wow. What a move. What a move. If he goes c, I mean, no one would find that. The way it happened here, after bishop g5, we get this position, and my bishops are just very strong. I was a bit more worried about him putting his knight here, which is best. And then I was going to go here, and I still feel that he has to guard his knight. I'm doing well here because my bishop is so strong, and I am a little bit better. I think the way he played it might actually be even losing, because after bishop h6, I make sure I don't take the knight, because rook takes f1 is checkmate. We don't want to allow that. But by pushing one of those rooks away, we are going to basically just win that knight. And that's what happened, and we've got a very easily winning game here. Now you guys asking me, you can ask me any questions about the opening. Okay, Nepo won it. These guys are going into the playoff. I would say, you know, I'm going to do a raid for one of the channels, so you can go over there soon. It'd be nice to see. Okay, so it's the top 8 players who are going into playoffs. So Hikaru did not make the playoffs. If I got to 8 points, there was a chance I would have made it, but I got to 7 points. There were 600 players. Let's have a look how we got on in the end. You can see all these great players up here. Vidit 7.5, and some fantastic names there. So I'm going to say I'm equal 34th, which is okay. But on tiebreak, I'm a little bit further down. So let's keep going. Don't scroll too far down. There we are, 67th. That's okay. Not too bad. Now, I do honestly think it's a good opening. I do think it's something you guys would improve your general quality of chess from. There are some traps, but the English, to be honest, is not a very trappy opening. It's an opening that will give you long-term improvements. You learn the English, you learn it for the long term. It's really the kind of opening that a serious chess player wants to learn if they're serious about improving on the long term. It's been around for donkey's years. You master the English, you're always going to have it. You improve your positional play. It worked incredibly well for me today. So I can't complain at all. Now, thank you all for coming along. You can see I'm also streaming tomorrow as well. So that will be interesting. I'm just going to have a look at who to raid now. I might take you over to the chess.com channel, and the reason I'm going to do that is you can follow your coverage of the Title Tuesday event. We've been watching it so far, so this will naturally let you keep going with a Title Tuesday event. I'm just seeing who else is online, but I think we will go to chess.com because you can continue your viewing there. Thank you very much, everyone who's been watching today. I'll be back again tomorrow, and now that I've finished some of this English work, I can stream a bit more, which is cool. So have a good night. Thank you all for coming along. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you again shortly, maybe tomorrow. Goodbye for now.